Schumer has press conference to attack SCOTUS pick, regrets it after first question. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer called a press conference on Tuesday outside of the Supreme Court to decry President Donald Trump's pick to replace retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy. Trump chose Brett Kavanaugh, who Democrats fear will overturn Roe v. Wade and repeal Obamacare. Only moments after taking the podium to attack Trump and Kavanaugh, Schumer was regretting his decision, because the first question he took from a reporter was a doozy. According to NBC News, President Donald Trump on Monday nominated Brett Kavanaugh, a federal appeals court judge in Washington, D.C., to succeed Justice Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. Trump made the announcement shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Time at the White House, where he was joined by Kavanaugh and his family. What matters is not a judge's personal views, but whether they can set aside those views to do what the law and the Constitution require, Trump said in the primetime announcement from the East Room. I am pleased to say I have found, without doubt, such a person. It is my honor to announce that I will nominate Justice Brett Kavanaugh to the United States Supreme Court, Trump added. Kavanaugh then emerged, along with his wife, Ashley, and their 2 young daughters. The 53-year-old thanked the president in his remarks, saying, "Throughout this process, I have witnessed firsthand your appreciation for the vital role of the American judiciary. No president has ever consulted more widely or talked with more people from more backgrounds to seek input about a Supreme Court nomination. I am grateful to you and I am humbled by your confidence in me." Kavanaugh serves on the Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, which often rules on major challenges to federal laws and policies. If confirmed, he would make the Supreme Court solidly conservative, joining Chief Justice John Roberts and Justices Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, and Neil Gorsuch in a potential 5-vote majority. He would be sure to join the conservatives more often than Kennedy, who sometimes voted with the court's liberals in cases raising hot-button social issues. This has caused an uproar from those on the left who feel that their coveted abortion and health care are now at risk. No one is perhaps more outraged by Trump's Supreme Court pick than Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who called a press conference on Tuesday on the steps of the Supreme Court to attack Kavanaugh as an extremist and a radical conservative. Before taking any questions on Tuesday, Senator Schumer began his press conference by attacking conservative outlets like the Heritage Foundation and the Federalist Society, which had vetted Trump's SCOTUS candidates. Schumer also said Kavanaugh would be harmful to women's health in America. Ironically, up until Trump's SCOTUS announcement, the left was screaming about separating families. Now, they are livid that a woman might lose the opportunity to kill her own baby. Hypocrisy aside, the first question posed to Schumer had him fumbling. What about the fact that Harry Reid is the one who started the nuclear option, so now you're faced with the nuclear option instead of the 60-vote option, asked a reporter, putting Schumer on the spot over a devastating mistake his own party had made. According to the Daily Caller, Harry Reid famously passed filibuster reform early on in Barack Obama's second term, lowering the threshold to break a filibuster on the Senate floor from 60 to 51. This will now make confirmation of Kavanaugh much easier for the slim GOP majority in the Senate. Thrown off, Schumer tried to blame Mitch McConnell for the controversial move. Mitch McConnell blocked judge after judge after judge on the courts. Then, Leader Reid had no choice. When we passed the law, we said Supreme Court should be different, said Schumer. Then Mitch McConnell changed that. And then to boot, he wouldn't let Merrick Garland have a hearing. Mitch McConnell has had as his goal to create a hard-right Supreme Court and nothing has stopped him. Don't forget, McConnell famously warned Democrats when passing the nuclear option, "You'll regret this, and you may regret this a lot sooner than you think." That ominous prophecy is now being fulfilled to the horror of every Democrat in America. Brett Kavanaugh is going to be confirmed, and there's nothing they can do about it after already shooting themselves in the foot.